The Conservatives are facing a popularity and policy crisis. Once the flag-bearer of Thatcherite principles, the Tories of 2023 have morphed into a big state, high-tax, centre-left party, seemingly driven by globalist forces and the civil service blob. The Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, and his authoritarian Chancellor, Jeremy Hunt, were both put into office in an anti-democratic coup. And the last two Prime Ministers, approved by party members, by the way, have been forced out when the deep state conspired with the mainstream media, especially the British Bashing Corporation. As a result, I believe democracy in the UK is facing a genuine crisis. And if we're not careful, there will soon be one-party rule in Britain for the next generation. A fight back is beyond necessary. The good news is that it began this weekend at the Conservative Democratic Organisation in Bournemouth, where I joined hundreds of proud members of the Tory grassroots alongside stars of Boris Johnson's cabinet like Jacob Rees-Mogg, Nadine Dorries and Priti Patel. But Lord Peter Cruddas, one of Britain's top businessmen, who's behind the movement and is a long-term ally of Boris, insisted that this wasn't simply a campaign to return the former PM to number 10. Indeed, he made this £1 million offer to Rishi Sunak if he is prepared to make the Conservatives conservative again.
I would love to be able to donate to the Conservative Party tomorrow, providing it reverts back to centre-right policies and supports members. And the way to do that is very simple. Rishi Sunak can call me up today and say to me, Peter, we've seen the CDO, what they're proposing, the constitutional changes, come in and make those changes to the party. Let's give more democracy back to the members.
And if he did that tomorrow, you would be back in?
If he did that tomorrow, I'd donate £1 million.
Wow. But the spectre of Boris, the election-winning machine, still hung over Bournemouth, as Priti Patel admitted to me after accusing Sunak of overseeing, quote, managed decline of her beloved party.
Over 90% of people here say that they are Team Boris rather than Team Rishi. Isn't the solution obvious, Priti?
In my view, Boris would have won us the next election. It also happened to his successor, you know, a couple of months later, and that cannot be right.
But couldn't he still win you the next election? Isn't that the point?
Well, there you go.
So I got our senior producer, Ben Leo, to put that question to the people. Team Boris or Team Rishi?
It's the one big question of the day at the CDO conference in Bournemouth. Boris Johnson or Rishi Sunak? We asked MPs and Tory members to grab their party's future by the balls and pick their man for leader.
We should never, ever have got rid of him. However, there is no turning back. One, thank you, boss. But Rishi, we've got to get behind you to win the next election.
Well, because he was unfairly taken out of power.
We've got to stick with Rishi, but I'm Team Boris.
Boris does stuff. Boris gets stuff done.
Rishi? Why Rishi?
Quite frankly, I think with Boris, he's too unpredictable and Rishi needs a steady set of hands.
Did he deserve to be taken out by a piece of cake?
Somebody wanted him out.
It was a stitch-up.
Exactly.
I'm going to be back the leader of our party, so I'm going for Team Rishi. We can't change before an election.
He should have never been voted out. So,
Boris?
Boris, yeah. Well, Rishi hasn't been voted out yet, has he?
No, but he wasn't voted in.
I know, that's the problem.
Now, many good folk I spoke to at the conference believe a split in the Conservative Party between the left and right-wing factions is the only way to solve this mess, but that would overturn decades of proud history. So I think the solution is the Tory leadership realising they must embrace democracy and Conservative principles now, or give up the country to a socialist gang who aim to destroy it.